Debt means in simple language, you are taking money which is not of yours and you are paying some interest, additional amount to that particular. That is called as the interest, that is called as a debt. Taking a loan for your car, taking a loan for your furnitures, mobile, is that worth? Is that worth it? You are taking a loan for your car. Car is a depreciation asset. As soon as the car gets out of your showroom, the moment the cost of that car drastically reduce. Now, what is the use of taking a loan on that particular thing which is drastically reducing its value? Now, if you take a personal loan, what is the use of personal loan? Whether you are using it for, that is the rate of interest is very high. Why are you taking personal loan? So you have to understand and make a clear barrier and divide a line between what is good loan and bad loan.
Hello everyone, I am Jitendra Singh, banker turned entrepreneur and author of the book Pep Mastering the Art of Selling. So I welcome you to read my story where I interview authors, speakers, coaches, celebrities, entrepreneurs and more. Today I have with me Mr. Mahesh Kathiravan. He has done BSc in Computer Science, MBA in International Trade Management and have more than 19 years of corporate experience. He is an author, ex-banker, speaker, trainer, podcaster, financial literacy mentor and QPFP professional. He is the founder of L.A.Z.Y Framework. He has founded his passion in personal finance and mentoring professionals about how to be debt-free and achieve financial freedom. He is a runner enthusiast and avid reader, play chess in his pastime. So today he will be discussing with us about his life journey. So let us hear from him. Welcome Mahesh. The platform is open and now over to you.
Thank you so much, Jitendra, for this wonderful introduction and inviting me on your platform. It really means a lot. And thank you once again for inviting me.
Looking forward to it. Thank you for coming. So first thing I'd like to know from you is when you were growing, so how did your past life has affected the person you wanted to be in your life and what you are?
That's a great question because we always feel that our past life doesn't affect us in a long run, but actually our mindset plays a very important role. And whenever we at a childhood or our play small life or back of the life also, we feel that if it is related to money, somewhere some things always ingrained in our mind, saying that money doesn't grow on rich, you have to work very hard, आपको मेहनत करना जरूरी है भाई, आपको तरीका अलग से करना ही है, इसलिए ये लोग बढ़ रहे हैं आगे. So that things came into my mind. I thought that let's work hard, go into that corporate job and everything. But over the times, over this 19 years, I have realized that, and I've been trained, I've got trained and under a lot of mentors and trainers. I came to know that there is something which is called as subconscious mind, and 80% of our subconscious mind is playing a major role in our life, and that's what it turned me a lot. And I trained my mindset. I read a lot of books. I started to work in a very positive manner, and that's where I got a passion of teaching in personal finance. I thought that let's jump into personal finance and teach professionals how to be debt free and achieve financial freedom. Because myself, I was in, even though I'm a corporate banker, how can a banker can be in debt? But still, I was there due to my money mistakes and everything what I've done. But still, I've chosen a path. I've created a path from which I came out, and now I'm helping a lot of people to be debt free.
So that's really a wonderful thing. But I still want to ask you, when you were a child or growing, so what was the career option you were looking at? What you wanted to be in your life that point in time?
Okay. So I think my father or mother will be listening or watching this video, but but always they used to feel me, and we all in the childhood, because I was born in 1980s, so we all have dreamed that we have to be a doctor or engineer, and that was the goal of my parents as well. And I was trained, and I was also motivated to do that. But after 12th, there was no scope because I scored very less mark, so all my options got dropped. And then I have to do my graduations. So yeah, but life has something else stored for us always in the future. So that's what.
So that was a common problem with every child. Right.
Correct.
So I can relate to it. So if I talk about things you are passionate about in your life, what are those things?
So one is about personal finance. because personal finance I have been studying a lot, and I'm doing myself. I have been seeing people also from right from 2003, since when I learned about personal finance, how to invest, how to save money, and really that field got me into banking also, and that's where my actual passion towards personal finance started. And I used to make a lot of mistakes, got out of the mistakes also, again got into new mistakes, learned the new mistakes, again got into a different paradigm shift, and that's what happened. That's one kind of passion which I'm doing, and that is why I wanted to really help many of professionals, because I've seen that since many of professional financial literacy is not there in India as of now as a common subject in schools. So we as an individual, we as a trainers, mentors can help these individuals to get out of and be a financial literate. That is one of the passion I was following. And second is of health. I'm a bit health conscious because I've seen my relatives and my family members around us and my friends also. They all been like going to a lot of health problems, and it's not about that they are not taking care of the health, but what happens is a life cycle. You work hard, you take care of your families and everything, that at the last moment you neglect your health. And I really don't wanted to do that, because I wanted to be a fit and this thing. So I really started running, and that is one of the thing I'm doing. And also I'm exercising gym as well. So these are the two passions I really wanted to go about it. And right now I'm grant to thank to God and other things, I'm really pursuing this passions.
Correct. Health is really a important thing, because if you are healthy, you can conquer anything. So first thing which you need is your perfect health. So that is really important, and I am sure people ignore on this part. They should start understanding that if they have good health, they can do anything. So this is not a point where we should miss out. So moving on to the next one, if I talk about your work and experiences, like how you started your career, what all you did so far, how you got into book writing, then starting your own venture.
So I actually, this was not pre-planned. Nothing came into my mind in college. Okay, I will become an author when I will become an author. It just happened. So that is, I would say, thank to universe and God that he had helped me a lot. But when I started, and the pandemic had played a very important role when I got started in entrepreneurship, because since 2003, while I was in second year BSc Computer Science, and I started to develop software, because I was in BSc Computer Science. I was doing second year college, and there was a small assignment which I taught that let's make it more public, like make it sell it to our vendors and see that whether your skills are really working or not. Because what happened that we always learn theories in our colleges and schools, we never apply everything. Over the times when we get to our job, we apply those skills, which is ineffective, because at that time the whole scenario changes. So what we learned and what we apply, it's totally different. So I thought that let's do it. Let's bring up something. Let's help some businessmen. And started I doing some software preparations. I started software making as well. And with the help of my one friend, I sold around 3 to 4 softwares as well, software license for so some of video players at that point of time. And that really started my thinking of entrepreneurship. But that point of time, I never thought that I should go into that, because my whole concern was complete my graduation and get into an MBA. That was my whole purpose, because at that time point of time, our family condition was not at that powerful. So we thought that let's I start working post my graduation, and I'll support my father as well, so that then I can get along in recent after many years, and then I can start my business. So that was my whole idea. But it came on, like always say, life goes on, and you are always life takes over. And that is what happened since 2003 to 2017. 14 years, I never realized that I would become an entrepreneur. That was there in the back of mind. I always forgotten. I got married, I got into jobs and everything. But suddenly at 2017, something clicked. When I was working corporate bank, and at that point of time, they were removing the employees. And I was in the list of that employee. In that list of employees, and my boss said that now you're in there, so what you're going to do? At that time I was totally blank, because I was not knowing what to do, because it just came as a shock to me. And I was not having anything in my hand, I could not think of anything, and I started applying for the jobs at that point of time. But something clicked on my mind on September 30th, when that collapse happened, Elphinstone bridge. I was there, I was just on the third step of that bridge when that collapse started. So it was like a nearly dead kind of situations where I just nearly met my death. And that really changed my perspective. Mahesh, what I am doing now? I'm just working work life, right, doing a rat race, 9 to 5 job, or I'm doing what you want to do, your passion of your personal finance and stuff. At that time, I thought that now it is high time. Just say no to your boss and don't search any jobs or Naukri or anything. Just do it, give it your time, 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, maximum 3 years, since you have invested a lot of savings and everything. Go for it and just try it. It will work, it will not work, again the job is there, you can always go and apply the job. So I gone to home, I told my wife, this thing, I have to quit my job because they are already removing me, and I don't want to again go to job, I want to work as a businessman. So luckily she was also with me, she told me that go for it. And thanks to my wife, I started my journey in 2017 as an entrepreneur. And yeah, after 6 years I ventured into these things, and pandemic has helped me to become author, because I have seen that I'm not able to reach many professionals, because through my trainings and everything, I'm just able to reach some limited number of people. So through books, at least the people can read the books and get motivated and be a debt free, because at least by my through my books also they can get impacted. And that was my intention to write a book, and that's why I wrote a book of Deptopia, and that is how the journey has started now. Yeah, looking forward for another eventful journey of ups and downs in my life.
And the presentation of book is really nice. I can see that behind you as well. So nice
Thank you.
thought
Thank you.
of sharing knowledge. So if I talk about your vision, mission, and goal in life for next 5 to 10 years, what do you think that should be?
So my vision is to help 1 lakh professionals to be debt free and make them achieve the financial freedom like what I'm enjoying now. Now, financial freedom is not about having so much money or so much this thing. No, for different people, different definitions of financial freedom is there. It's about having more time spending with your family. It's about more time following your passion. Despite that, money is not a factor. Money is a factor. I am not saying that is not a this thing, but it is a byproduct of your success. So that is one thing, but financial freedom is your main goal, and I really wanted to go for that. And my mission is right now go forward and make them help them and achieve those goals, because I am there as a mentor. I can guide them, but the steps have to be taken by these people, because it's your life, it's your hard-earned money. Just don't give it to anybody as a loan or EMI. Just don't take money, don't take overloaded on your life. And life is very small, just enjoy it. Life is very sweet, and enjoy with your family, because these moments you can't get any other time. Yeah.
Correct. You rightly pointed out that is really important. So I also feel that the lesser debt we have, the lesser like better life we have. So that's really important. So if I talk about the most important life lessons you have learned from your journey, could be professional or personal. What are those things?
So life lesson personal, if you see, I have learned that how to be a good husband. That is one thing. How
Right.
to be a
Interesting.
good how to be a good son,
Yes.
because what happened is that our lifestyle is now very fast. In our parents time, they used to come at home, they used to have lot of time after post 6 or post 7. Nowadays, post pandemic also, we work 24/7. Even with our laptop, we work in at home also. So it is not like work from home, it's like you're working 24/7 for your company. So
Correct.
it's not like that you are spending your valuable time with your family, because pandemic has shown that our near and dear relatives can go if anything such thing happen which is not planned. So these moments are very very important. The parents who have helped us to become an individual like us till now, let them give that opportunity to spend time. They are not asking for money or anything, they are asking for just pure love. They have everything in his life, they have done, they have seen that their children have gone to that level, whatever they want. Now they just want their love, and that is what I am trying to say. My wanted to give, that is one of the personal lesson I have learned, because I have been worked for 12 hours 15 hours in my banking career, in other telecom career as well, in other careers as well. I have seen that I was not able to give more time to my family as well, but now I am really feeling happy, and that is called as financial freedom for me. I'm able to spend my time with my family, my wife, my parents, my friends, my relatives, anyone, whichever, wherever I want, I can get to that point and I can enjoy my life. That is one personal lesson I've learned. Second thing, in official, we can say like business lesson I've learned is consistency and discipline. Consistency is very important, because now in personal finance, consistency is very important, and that's what had made me now. Because if you're trying to save at least 1 rupee daily, take that effort to save at least 1 rupee daily. Don't think that okay, today is second day, third day I will not save. it's okay. Now 2 days I have saved 2 rupees. It's okay. No, don't do that. Take that effort and save that 1 rupee every day, day in, day out. You will never realize today, but the power of compounding will give you that kind of result you never would have imagined. I was for jobless for 2017 to 2019. That 2 years, you are also an entrepreneur. Those who are listening to this video, they knew that entrepreneur journey is not as smooth as starting years. And like introvert, like an employee working for like 2003 to 2017, I never had any brush up with any business. So this is my first entrepreneur journey when I started in 2017. So all those people can relate to me how it is very difficult, how an introvert can become an extrovert. So it takes a lot of time, but yes, you have to do consistently, put your efforts, discipline, be disciplined, get up at the same time, like your job, give that 100% commitment to your business, and that's where your power of compounding will work. Be it your life, be it your personal life, be it your business life, be your work life. Anywhere, this consistency and discipline points will be always an important factor which will decide your future. And the third thing is that another lesson I learned is lifelong learning. Be a student for life. I have learned this thing in a very hard way, but yes, you have to learn it very, very big. Even your boss also, who was working in your company, even a boss also can learn a lot of things from you. Also, you can learn from a lot of things. I am now what I am thanks to my boss, my teachers, my trainers, my mentors who have been learned a lot. I invested a lot of money in my training, and that's what make you as a good human being and a perfect, I would not say perfect, but yes, knowledgeable person, we can say, where you can apply that knowledge and gain that experience and help so many people in your life.
Correct. You rightly pointed out all these learnings you have are really meaningful everybody's life, because what happens is when we are in job or career, whatever we work on, most of the time we give more time to the work environment as compared to the family time. We always miss out onto that part, but that is also really important that we create a balance there. And also the learning you have shared from your career, from your professional life, are also really important for everybody to follow. And your experience when you saw that collapse happen, 2017, that point in time, you were having savings. That was the reason you could survive. Otherwise, a person who is in deep debts would not be able to do any kind of a take any challenge or can do anything related to entrepreneurial thing. So there would be a huge difficulty for that person. So it is really important that we are consistent with our investment, and we should be consistent with our work as well. So that is really a wonderful thing we can do. So coming on to the next one, if I talk about debt, which you were talking, and you have written a book on debt as well. So what exactly is debt? To explain in a smallest and easiest way to anybody who is a 2-year-old or a senior person, to that person we can how we can explain them, and how we are getting under huge debt stress these days.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jitendra, for that asking that question. So debt means, a simple language, you are taking money which is not of yours, and you are paying some interest, additional amount to that particular. That is called as the interest. That is called as a debt.
Right.
It is not your money. You are taking the money from other person, and you have to repay that person in certain period of time. That is called simple debt. And like you said, a lot of many people are there, including Indians over globally. People are taking the debt, but people have to understand that there are two different types of debt. Is a good debt and bad debt. So good debt means the debt which are using and giving you returns. Now, for example, if I can say education loan, because that education loan will give you that kind of job which will repay your education loan and also help you in your career as well. Now, that is a good loan. You can take that loan, but yes, you have to do certain analysis. You do to good thorough study and everything. How much loan you can take and whatever these things you can calculations and mathematicals, and you can have to do sit with your advisor and get it done. But bad debt is what? Taking a loan for your car, taking a loan for your furnitures, mobile. Is that worth? Is that worth it? You are taking a loan for your car. Car is a depreciation asset. As soon as the car gets out of your showroom, the moment the cost of that car drastically reduce. Now, what is the use of taking a loan on that particular thing which is drastically reducing its value? So it is not a good loan; it's a bad loan, which will always put you in. And that EMI is a very, very big EMI. Now, if you take a personal loan, what is the use of personal loan? Whether you are using it for, that is, a rate of interest is very high. Why are you taking personal loan? So you have to understand and make a clear barrier and divide a line between what is good loan and bad loan. For some, it might be a bad loan also. So it may be vice versa also, depending person to person lifestyle, person to person financial situations as well. For some, it might be education loan will be bad loan because he's already in debt and is also taking an education loan for his son. That will again a bad loan only because you're already in debt for another 13-15 years. You're taking education loan. You feel that another 10 years your children will grow up and pay that loan. That is very difficult because you are expecting what will happen in the future. Nobody can expect what is happening going to future. So it's better that we have to demark what is a good debt, what is bad debt, and understand that whatever you are doing is all about your mindset. See, never take a loan or never do that just to satisfy that condition. It's a delayed gratification. We always say that whenever you want to buy a thing, don't just put your credit card in the table and get that I want this money right now, I want this thing right now. Don't go to any apps and go that and download I want to buy this book or these things right now. Though just think twice whether that will be going to be useful to you now, and also whether that thing is going to give you return in something in some time or any form of return. If these two conditions are not satisfying, that means that particular product or that particular thing is not good for you as of now. I am not saying that you don't buy. As of now, this condition is not good for you. So wait for some time. Try to save that money. Be consistent, disciplined. Save the money. Start some money in SIPs or some account or some savings. Do something and take that money after 3 to 4 months or 6 months, whatever your time horizon will be there. And then you buy that product. That will help you to reduce your debt and be a debt free. And that will help you to achieve financial freedom. Also, it will make you a consistent and disciplined investor, because in investing, consistent discipline is very important. The great Warren Buffett would not become a biggest richest man unless and until he would have started reading 500 balance sheets. That's what the consistent discipline. He never expected that he would read a balance sheet. एक balance sheet पढ़ेगा और पैसा आ जाएगा. ऐसा होता तो आज सब लोग अमीर हो जाते. So always remember one thing: you have to put your effort, be consistent and disciplined. Then only you can be a debt free and achieve financial freedom.
Correct. That is really a valid point. And also, most important thing is the lesser loan you have, the lesser stress you have, and vice versa.
Correct.
And one more part: if you take home loan for an instance, and that loan can be a good loan and that can also be a bad loan too if you are buying it for the second property and you are not renting it out and the rent is lesser than the EMI you are paying, then that investment would not be good instantly. Possibly after a few years you sell it off and you make money, then that investment can be fruitful. But these days what we see is sometimes we are buying property but we don't get the desired amount, desired funds for that. So there we sometimes have to sell property on loss as well. So that is a bad.
And also there is another point, like for example, first property only you are paying the loan for 25 years, 27 years. That means our good whole 45 years is gone. So after that we are getting a second home. We feel that we will live in that second home. It's again you are going into bad debt. Because you have to finish all your financial obligations, like making your children study, getting off them married, you have saved for your retirement because there is no loan for your retirement, you've done everything for your spouse, your wife and husband, and then you can decide for your second home. Don't go for suddenly that, because that second home will again put you in your debt. You're already been debt for 27 years, you just came out and again you are going into debt for again buying second home. So if it is necessary only, like going to 1 BHK to 2 BHK looking for bigger home because your family is getting bigger, is okay. But get that house, stay in that house. But if you're thinking for second home, just look all these conditions: retirement goal, your children goal, your child education, child marriage, and your all other dream goals. If that is all been satisfied, go for your second home as well.
Right. And if we see generation before us, they used to work throughout their life, they do the savings and all, and they buy property when they retire. So and the best part was they buy property on cash. And that is not a liability for them, that is an asset for them. And also they could afford to buy a bigger property, which we can't buy at this point in time. We are taking loan, that too very huge, and also we are buying property which is very small. So after some years we feel like that property is too small for us to survive there. So that is again a problem. So we have spoken about how debt can be a stress and how debt can also be helpful for us to buy assets and have a right investment. So now, if I talk about it further, how should we plan our financials effectively to be debt free and stress free also?
Okay. So 3 points we have to get it right. One is that your mindset. Your mindset should be a debt-free mindset. Always ये सोचना नहीं चाहिए कि मेरे पास लोन है, मेरे पास लोन है, मेरे पास लोन है, मैं क्या करूँ मैं. Again, you are telling your thing to yourself that you are getting more debt and you will be getting attracting more debt. This is the law of the universe. Like whatever you tell, you will receive. So always train your mindset that you are debt free. Work towards that. Set a financial goal. How you can be a debt free for certain period. Like apply your goals in a SMART goal. So time period is very important, like 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, or 5 years, or 10 years. Whatever your time period will be there, just create a roadmap. First, create your emergency fund, create your insurance and everything. That is more important thing. And then you decide how you can get out of debt. Which is the largest debt? For example, there are two ways. One is if the amount is more for particular, for example, personal loan. If you feel that personal loan amount is very high and also the rate of interest is very high, then create a goal based on that. Create a target based on that, how you can reduce. Don't straight away jump and close that account. No, first try to reduce a little bit, because that will literally your down your stress. See what is happening right now. People just go and just dump all the money and clear all the debt. Yeah, it kind of situation might be there for some, true for some people, but majority of people it will be again a double stress. So you will again go into depression, you will go into financial stress, and that will take a lot of toll in your life and in your personal life as well. So enjoy your life. Just take a small step, baby step. Create a goal wherein you can reduce by debt piece by piece, and then you come and reduce the debt. This is one way. Second thing is, if you feel that your rate of interest is very high for certain loans, say for example home loan, if you are working employee, you're getting a tax benefit, then why you are go and reduce your home loan? You can reduce your home loan, but don't close that amount unless and until you are still working. If you are thinking of retiring, say for 40-45 years, or thinking of retiring, try to reduce that home loan and ask and negotiate with your bank how you can lower down that rate of interest. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing is that if you feel that the rate of interest is more for that particular thing, see that how much loan you have completed, whether 50%, 40%, 30%. Why I am talking percentage? Because for numbers might be different for every people. So think of, I am talking about the percentage. So if it's 50%, if you feel that 50% is very good amount and is very good thing for you, it's okay, continue with that. But if you feel that 50% is very high, I can't pay right now, I don't have money because my whole money is going to a loan only and I'm not able to save, close that account. But slowly and steadily you close this account by reducing one EMI, by reducing 2 EMIs, 3 EMIs. Ask the bank how they can help you, and banks are today very open in helping these people to get the debt free also, because see, ultimately bank want their money back. Now what if you are in not a position to give their money back? They will either put your property, if you're taking a home loan, they will take your property and put it as a this thing, because you're giving your documents as collateral. But what if your personal loan is there? What they can do? Because that there you're not giving anything to collateral. So ultimately bank wants their money back and they will help you a lot. But it's that how you're maintaining the relation with the bank, and also what is your CIBIL score. CIBIL score is very important. Try and track the CIBIL score on a daily basis. Nowadays there are many free apps which is giving you a lot of things to help your CIBIL score, improve your CIBIL score as well. So that can also help you to be a better loan repayer as well, and that will help you in making your repayment loan in a very faster space and also be a debt.
Very valid point. And if we follow step by step process for lowering our debt, that will be really beneficial. And if we try to like close all the debt at one point in time, like you get funds from some place, maybe a bonus or like payback, something like that, selling of property, and you want to close your all your loans then and there, then you would miss out on liquidity part. So that is also important, that you should have some liquidity with you as well. So it's better to close loan step by step, which you properly shared the plan how we can do it. That is really an interesting and important one. So coming back to you again, if I talk about you, you already mentioned this, but I'm still asking you, are you an introvert or an extrovert kind of a person, and what are the pluses and minuses of the same you have faced?
I always say that coin has two sides. So in this world, everything has two sides, positive and negative. You name it, everything you have everything as positive and negative. There is no such thing in this world which is only positive and which is only negative. No. For example, if you take a book from Amazon, you will get the positive reviews and negative reviews. For some, it was a negative review because they have viewed that book or read that book in that way. For some, it is a positive because they got something to learn. So in life also, in depth and everywhere, there is two things are there. But it's how you perceive your life and how you make that negatives into positive. That is where most. See, in a word, I am impossible, I am possible is there. You have seen many people who are without their legs, they are running. They're running marathons. They are running 21 kilometers, 42 kilometers. Seeing those people, we should get inspired. Even with their handicap, they're doing such incredible things. Human being is a very different human, like different, altogether different part. God has created very unique, and we have that skills. So I was an introvert at certain point of time because I was an employee. My family was a middle class employee. We were not exposed to any business world and everything. We didn't have any business friends. That's all. We all friends were all working people. But then what has happened when I started to move from my employer to business entrepreneurship, when I started to relate with some of my friends, my business friends, I started to gather new friends. That's where your thinking, your mindset changes. And that's where I became from introvert to extrovert. Because Jim Rohn has said, you are average of 5 people. Stay away from those negative people. If you want to learn, grow, be with those people who will always grow with you, who will always motivate you. Today, आज आया चल यार मेरे से नहीं हो पाया, महेश तू कर सकते. If any one person is there, no, be with that person. Motivate him also. He will motivate you. That one person will change your life. I am sure about that because that has changed my life. And I'm sure many of entrepreneurs, many of people will agree to this point also. Your environment will always change you a lot. So be it introvert, be it extrovert, no worries about you. You are unique and you can do a lot of difference in your life because this life is yours and this life is one and one, only one. So make it large and get on with it. Just enjoy the phase of the life. Everyone is on different chapters of the book. I may be in chapter 1, you might be in chapter 10, someone might be chapter 12, anyone will be in the different chapters. That doesn't matter. You can be in chapter 100 also, in chapter 1 also. So it's up to you how you perceive your life and you make it large.
Right, you rightly pointed out. And also the thing which is really important is like introvert and extrovert doesn't matter. The only thing is how you perceive things, how you put in your effort, and what is your ultimate goal to be where you want to reach. And like there are so many introvert people also who are doing great in corporate life and business life as well. There are so many extrovert people who are doing great in corporate life as well as business world as well. So it doesn't matter what kind of a style you have. The only thing is perseverance, your hard work, your effort, your direction. And
Correct.
also the people around you, they also kind of motivate you sometimes. So that is also important. So with that, I'm coming back to the another one. Like in your journey, there would be few people supported you. Who were those?
So this you put in a difficult situation. Was yes, my parents, I would say first one, because from them I learned a lot of things, and I would agree to that they have trained me what I am now. That is that phase is there. We can say that I can say 6 phases of my life. The first phase was my parents' phase. Second phase was my grandparents. My mother's side, my parents' side, both have influenced me a lot. Then the third phase came from my working career. My bosses, ex-bosses, my friends, colleagues, they all helped me. I learned a lot, many things, and still now I'm using those things. The kind of English I'm speaking, the communication skills, whatever I learned as of now is all thanks to them. My boss trained me how to write an email. My boss trained me how to write a macro in Excel. My colleague taught me that how to be a backup. My colleague taught me how to be an MBA. When he was doing MBA, I got to help from him, and he taught me how to read the books, how to be an MBA, what kind of the mindset, whatever kind of skills you have. That was the second phase. The third phase was married life. My wife still says supporting, and like they say that she is your second part of the body. Always we say that husband and wife are both the parts of the body, and that's why she is also there. That is the third space where I've learning from her. Still now I am learning from her also. The fourth phase is your business friends. and that business friends is like Jimron said, your average of five people. These people have influenced a lot. They have shared their own struggles, and that's what keep you motivated, because when you hear an entrepreneur sharing their struggles, you know that you're not alone. They have already walked that path and now became the success people. So if you're an entrepreneur, you just go and walk their path. Never commit those mistakes what they have done. There is one phase of life where I've been with these people and I've learned that. So it is like employee, family man, your married man, husband, and your this thing. And that the last phase would, I would say, that your future students. Because from students, my mentees, my students, my clients who have learned a lot, I have learned from them also. It's not about the personal finance. I am also lifelong. I am learned a small thing, that how they are investing. Like one of the client, I can share. I just shared him an idea of an emergency fund way back in 2016 when I was still working, and he was a client of one of my bank I was working. But post pandemic, when he came in touch with me to LinkedIn, and we just chatted and we got to our old days and everywhere. He told me a very beautiful thing, that he was in jobless for that particular 3 to 6 months during the first wave of pandemic, when Prime Minister announced that there is a lockdown. That 6 months, he just thrived on only his emergency fund, which he started in the year 2016 when I met him. And that's what the consistency and discipline which I learned from him. If he can do it with a family of 6 people, including his parents, his wife's parents also, including 2 children. With these people also, he can be make a game changer in his life. Then why can't we all people can be a game changer? So now also I'm learning a lot from my students, my clients as well. And these are the 5 to 6 phases I can say from where I've learned, and I'm still learning. And like I said, I'm a lifelong learner. I'm still learning from everyone.
Right, that's really great. And there are so many examples around us which we always ignore. But if we
Correct.
start taking cues from those people around us, definitely that can impact our life positively. And now, if I talk about your motivation and inspiration in life, what are the ways you get it from?
So one is thing, yeah, your exercise, your health. When your health is fit, now I'm not saying that be a six-pack man like Shah Rukh Khan or John Abraham. Recently, I watched Pathan. That is why I'm sharing their names. It's not like that. It's just that be fit. Whatever you feel. You feel doing yoga, you doing meditations, whatever you feel. Just relax your mind. Just go away from your daily struggle life, be it your business, be it your work life. Just enjoy that silent phase of 15 to 20 minutes. Whatever you do. I like to run. I like to run with my wife also. But some days I run alone, because that's where you think a lot. You train your mindset. You think a lot. You plan what you're going to day, what your day will be there, how you're going to cater to your day's struggles, your wins, your losses. And second thing is celebrate your losses. I would say, don't feel bad. See, even the great Albert Einstein, he also faced a lot of things. Even the Newton also faced a lot of things. He didn't feel that when the apple came and he stuck that, okay, law will be prayer. No, he also struggled a lot preparing that law. So we have great examples in history as well. Many kings have fought the battle. Many kings have lost the battle, but still they came and again won that battle. So we have that examples in history as well. History has taught that we have to come back. We have to fight back. So don't feel that your losses is there and just go groom and just be depressed. Just celebrate that thing and be a small pastry, small chocolate for your children, for your family, for your wife. That will just set the tone for the day. Your wife will say one word and you will get motivated. Your parents will say one word, you will get motivated, because that's what the idea you were lacking. You might not think in that way, but that person might think and tell you that, yeah, this way you think and you will get that result. Probably you're not thinking that way. That is why you're getting losses. What if you apply that? There's no big or small. There's nobody, everyone is equal. So think in that way, and that will be a motivating, because I have been motivated by these things. Because as an entrepreneur, we always get a lot of demotivations and the depressions and everything. Because as an employee, there's always a steady income. But as an entrepreneur, we always fear that what next. But yes, but doing the struggles, we have learned from our mentors. We follow that path, and that is the second thing. The third thing is that preserve your wealth. I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about savings or investment. Preserve your wealth. Create your wealth. create your legacy, create your estate, whatever you want to leave to your grandchildren, children's, whatever you want. You want to create a trust, you want to, if you're just a single parent, you want to serve to your children, whatever you feel, create that creation will give you a motivation and urge to do more in your life. No matter whatever your struggle in your life will be there, no matter how hard you work, no matter how many hours you're putting, but a small motivation will keep you working day in day out, and that will help you a lot. So these
Correct.
three things, if you follow, I am sure that you will get what you want in life. Be it whatever you want. You want to conquer your Mount Everest also, you can do that. So whatever
And
you can do that.
that is not difficult, and actually
Yeah, correct.
things to follow initially might possibly look little difficult, but
Correct.
once you get into that on a regular way, like if you get into a habit, that will be
Correct.
easy to follow. So that is
Correct.
kind of practice you initially have to put in with lots of hard effort. Once you are through with the initial phrase, then things would automate and they will be easy to follow. So
Correct.
we can easily do it, but just that's the thing is we need to be observant, we need to be creative, we need to be active, we need to be like taking charge on whatever we are doing. So simply,
Yeah.
if you follow
Problem
this,
is that we get too comfortable.
we
The
have to come out from the comfort zone, right?
Yeah, because we take that resolution that every year starting we go to gym. We will do these things, we will do that things. But what happens is that again we go back to our bed and just take out a blanket and go to sleep. We will do next day. We were getting comfortable. Same with a job also. We think that we will go ahead in our career, we will learn these things. But for that, you have to sharpen your skills. See, a carpenter can't move ahead unless and until he sharpen his axe. This is a very famous thing and it's a very proven thing. So unless and as an employee also you're working for 10, 20 years and you want a promotion, you have to sharpen your skills. You have to show what is different, because today is a very competitive world. And as a businessman also, we have some different products, but what is unique among all other things? So you have to sharpen your skills. You have to be on your toes. You have to be very consistent. You have to be disciplined. And like Jitendra said, you have to be that particular person what you want to, because otherwise nobody can help you. And it is you have to take that first step. Rest everybody is there to take you, to handhold you, to go to the next level. But if you're not taking the first step, then these people are no use to you.
Right.
Nobody can help you.
Correct. So, if I talk about success, what is your take on success, and what do you think about success to you?
So success for me is not in terms of like we can say in terms of money, but major in terms of satisfaction. Whether I was able to make an impact in my client's life or my student's life. Like 2 days back, one student shared a testimonial that I shared one part which he was feeling demotivated, he was depressed, he was not able to save that money, he was not able to invest anything. But when I shared that one idea, one experience, he took that idea and he started implementing. He got very motivated, and nobody as of now till today nobody had told him. Even though he watched so many YouTube videos, he watched Instagrams and everything, social media is there, but still he got into me consultation and got that one point. But that impact really made my day. Yes, I took the consultation fees and everything, but that is the secondary part. But the satisfaction when I make an impact, that is what really make me go. And this is what I think, that if I do an impact more and more people with my mission of helping 1 lakh professionals, might be there that this success definition what I feel might be there for me and it can help me a lot.
Right, and that is really important, because when you create an impact on others' life, that is kind of a satisfaction to you deep down. So that's really wonderful. Now we are moving on to the last one. Any message, advice you would like to share with our viewers and listeners?
So as an I would say personal finance coach, I would say that save your money, okay? Create your emergency fund, create your retirement plan, be debt free as soon as possible, achieve your financial freedom, enjoy your life. And as a health person, I would say that start some exercise. Just take your life lightly. Don't take your life seriously. See, we are all serious persons. We get emotions and everything. Our human body is a very different, unique kind. Okay. So enjoy every part of our human body, enjoy every emotions, be it sorrow, be it happiness, enjoy it to its fullest, and make your body work. And if you be healthy, then only you can be wealthy. So that is my last line for all of it.
Health is wealth, right?
Right.
So that's really wonderful, and I must say the things you have shared about you, your journey, debt, financing, funds, financial management, everything was really amazing. And you have shared so many amazing insights about like being a debt-free person or financially independent person. And I really enjoyed our conversation. It was really meaningful to many people, and it can create an impact in many lives. And being a financial like professional, having banking experience, I also see that there is a huge gap in the society. Like people are not having much awareness about this thing. So that is really important for them to understand how they can create impact in their life if they are financially independent, if they are debt free, if they manage their finances well. So that will help them. Looking forward to hear more from you soon again, Mahesh. Really enjoyed the conversation, and I'm willing to talk more on how we can create a solution or how we can create a step by step process so that people can be debt free. So we're looking forward to talk on that further. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, Jitendra, for taking this time, because I know that our interview got postponed to a lot of things. But yes, finally we are done, and I would be really happy that if this video, some of your viewers might take something and get change your life. I'll be more privileged and humble to that change as well. And thank you so much again for inviting me. Thank you so much.
Sure. And also, I will share your social media link along with the interview so that people can be in touch with you, take your help and guidance wherever they feel like. So, guys,
Sure.
don't forget to check that out too. Thank you so very much, everyone, for watching and listening. I hope you all must have gathered a lot of information and enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Have a good time. Thank you, and bye bye.